Hi, my name is Mary Bullington. Well, this is my first video diary, and I want to explain about grief. In 2009, August 27, 2009, I lost my father. His name was Ralph Edward McCutcheon. He was born June 21st, 1953, and he died August 27th, 2009. He was 56 years old. 5 years later, my mama passes away. She was 56 also. She was born May 26, 1958, and she died November 4th, 2014. My mother was there for me to help me get over the death, to help me deal with the death of my father. Then my mama passes away, and I don't have anybody to help me get over the death of her. I need to do this on my own. When I'm ready, I will let go and I will move on. But nobody needs to tell me when and when not to stop to grieve for my mother. My mother was my best friend. She was everything to me. She was there when both of my sons, Jordan, which is now 13, and Connor, which is 11, gonna be 12. The 28th of October. She was there for me through both of my births of my children. She cut their umbilical cords. And when she cut their umbilical cords, that gave us more of a bond. A mother and daughter bond. I never thought I could love anybody as much as I love my children. But beside my children, my mother, if it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't have gave birth to my children. So I owe it to my mother. I thank my mother every day for giving me life. You know, because she didn't have to keep me. She could have gave me up when I was born. She didn't. She wanted me. Even though I wasn't Ralph's biological child, my real father never had anything to do with me. I remember when I was 3 or 4 years old and I was in Chicago and I was staying at my Aunt Dana's house. And my Aunt Dana was at the time married to my real father's brother, which was Tom. So, you know, she had all their phone numbers, all their addresses and stuff like that. My mama says, you keep on and on and on about your real father. Let's give him a call. So she dialed. I was too little to dial the numbers on the phone. So I dialed the phone number and I says, "Hi, Daddy. It's me. It's your daughter." And he says, "Who?" I said, "It's your daughter, Shireen." He says, "I don't have a daughter." And I says, "Yes, you do. You have a daughter, and my mama's name is Sherry." And he says, "I don't have a daughter," and he hung up the phone on me. Can you imagine the hurt in my heart that I felt when my daddy denied me, didn't want nothing to do with me? All these years, I blamed my mother. I blamed myself I said, Shireen, what's wrong with you? Why don't your daddy want anything to do with you? Evidently, there's got to be something wrong with you because, you know, otherwise your daddy would have something to do with you. I've been through years of counseling over this. Nothing seems to help. I figured the only way that I could deal with this is if I meet them face to face. I haven't done that yet. I ain't decided if I wanted to do it. Anybody that reads this, if y'all decide, if y'all think that I should meet him face to face, let me know. But I'm just trying to share it. This is a true story. I'm telling every bit of the truth. It doesn't matter what that man does to me. He could deny me till I'm blue in the face. I still love him, even though I don't even know him. My stepfather, Ralph, I love more than anything in this world besides my mama and my children. He put food on the table, clothes on my back. He gave me a roof. Anything that I needed it all, he gave to me. Everybody all these years thought I was his real child. Thought I was his biological child. Honey, I wished I was his biological child. All the stuff that I went through, I wished Ralph was really my father. You know how they say any man can be a daddy, but it takes a real man to be a father? Yeah, that's true. To some point, that is true. But when you want to know your real father and your real father don't want to have nothing to do with you, it hurts. It feels like somebody's sticking a knife in your chest and just stabbing you over and over and over and over and over again. And the only thing is, I had my mama. That's the only person that I had left, was my mother left. Ralph came into our lives, I think it was 82, 83. I think I was 4 or 5 years old. My mama got pregnant with my brother RJ. I do love my brother. Honest to God, I do. And then there's some days where I can't tolerate him. I don't know if it's sibling rivalry or if it's the way he was brought up or what. Ever since he's been born, this is the God's honest truth. Ever since he's been born, he's had everything handed down to him. I mean, everything. He's never had to work, never had to pay for anything in his life. My dad's built 3 houses. I've paid rent. My mama's paid rent. My brother ain't had to pay nothing but the water bill, which was about $60, $70. And I would have to pay a $350 rent. I was taking on my responsibilities because, it's my house. I deserve it. I'm paying for it. I deserve it. My brother, since my mama and my dad's both passed away, my brother thinks I should pay for everything. He thinks I ought to pay for all the property taxes, all the insurances on my house. And I'll give you an example. Income tax time came. I filed my kids. I calculated up what my half of the property taxes was and my half of the insurance on the house was, and I gave it to my brother, and he spent it. He's never went and paid my half of the property taxes, never went and paid my half of the insurance on my house. He just went out and he just blew it. Now you tell me. Every now and then he'll come to me wanting, I'll take care of the rent if you just give me $200. You know, I don't know what to do with the situation. He has put his hands on me. He hurts me more with words. I love my brother. I will always love him, no matter what, because he's my brother, he's my blood. But just because you love somebody doesn't mean you have to be around them. So I decided to take a separate road from my brother. I don't talk to him anymore. I ain't talked to him in 33 days. And I'm not going to talk to him. All my feelings is on this video. My children, they are the loves of my life. They're everything to me. Jordan, Heath Edward Bullington, Mama loves you with all her heart and soul. I would die for you right now if God asked me to. Connor Edward Lane Serrano, I love you with all my heart. And I would die right now if God asked me to. You two boys are everything to me. Everything. My mother was everything to me. But I know that my mother wouldn't want me to sit here and grieve on for her forever. There's going to be days that's going to be bad days. There's going to be days that are good days. Within almost in about 10 days, it'll be the 1 year anniversary of her death. I've done went and put a memorial decal on the back end of my car for her. It says in memory of Mama, 5/26/58 to 11/4/2014. I figured that would be my way to help grieve for her too. Next step is getting a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo with her name on it. It says Mama's Girl. For the last 20-something years, I've been through hell. I've been through 3 marriages. You know, this last marriage has lasted 13 years. Knock on wood. He's the father of both of my children. He's everything to me. Jose Serrano, I love you with all my heart and soul. I would die without you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have made it in this world. He gives me everything that I want. If I see something, if I wanted a brand new vacuum cleaner like a Dyson vacuum cleaner, he would find some way to get it for me. If I wanted a new car, he would find some way to get it for me. I really do appreciate y'all sitting here listening to me. And this is my first video diary. The date is October 23rd, 2015 at 2:15 in the afternoon. Bye, y'all.